y'all, let me zoom y'all a little bit so y'all could see. Okay, I think that's perfect. Okay. So everybody's been asking me to do an in-depth get ready makeup tutorial. You remember I told y'all that I'm not a makeup artist. So the stuff that I do, a lot of people have been saying that they like it and they want to know what I use. So I bought this, but the thing about makeup is this, it's a trial and error. What I use might be good for me and what you use might not be good for you. So the number one thing about foundations that you have to know is you have to know if you're warm tone, cool tone, golden tone. I'm golden tone. I have a gold undertone skin. Sometimes that causes my makeup to oxidize, which means the makeup will turn red on me. So if you find a foundation that does not oxidize on you, like when I use NARS, it oxidized on me. Huda Beauty never did, but it started to, so that's why I no longer use Huda Beauty. IL Maquillage, this one is really good too. It does not oxidize. This is in a color 165, which is called Woke Up Like This. But the thing that I like about this company, they will actually make you take a picture of your skin to see how to match. This matches me 100%. I then went back because I like that, but I felt like at the time I was having so many blemishes. It did cover my blemishes though, I'm not even gonna lie. But I fell in love with the Hourglass. This is ambient. It's called a Soft Glow Foundation. My number is ambient 13.5 in the Hourglass. So this is the foundation that I now, oops, so sorry y'all. Why won't it focus? That I now use is this one. But this one is great too. I love this one. So let's get into it. The first thing that you have to do when you're doing your makeup is always prime your face. Because I know a lot of people be like, but it feels so sticky, it feels so oily. Some people will prime their face with milk of magnesia. I like it for my birthday makeups, but I don't like it for my everyday makeup. I feel like milk of magnesia is something that if you want your makeup to be very pronounced and seen, then you'll use it. I'm a type of person, I love that no look makeup, but I have makeup on, if that makes sense, because sometimes that doesn't make sense. And that's why a lot of people be like, oh, you know, they charge so much for no look makeup because it's still contouring, but it's not like a contour of heightness per se. So I'm going to start doing, I always start off with my eyebrows. This takes a little while. Even though I've been doing this for a little length of time, it still takes me like a good little while for me to do my eyebrows. And then I take the Morphe setting spray and I spray my face while I'm waiting to do my eyebrows. For my eyebrows, I use the Anastasia Deep Brown. I've always been using this. I know a lot of the makeup girls that I used to follow, they don't use this brand no more. They use the sticks or the pencil, I should say, like the eyebrow pencil. They went back to that. But I love how this makes my eyebrows look, so that's why I stick to it. And like I said, because one thing fits another person, that doesn't mean that you jump ahead and you do that too. So with this, I always find the lining of my eyebrows. Some people like dramatic eyebrows. You do what's best for you. So I always line the bottom. I don't too much line the top like that. I just line the back end of it because the front part, I like to make like a little line motion going up to accentuate my eyebrows, basically. And then that part down here, I just drag it a little bit. And I fan this front part out also. The thing about eyebrows, it does not look good until you shape them with concealer. Your eyebrows will look crazy if you don't shape them with the concealer. And then another thing is, y'all don't go cuckoo crazy about trying to make them look the same. Your eyebrows will forever be cousins, okay? They just related. They're not twins. They're not identical twins. Cause y'all gonna spend so many hours in the mirror trying to get them to look exactly the same when they're not going to look exactly the same. Like for me, my left side is more hairier than my left side is more hairier than my right side. So I have more hair to play with on my left side than on my right side. I don't know why. It's something when the time comes and I could ask God a question, I think that's one of the questions that I'll ask. Because nobody's equal when you split them in half. Like, one of your arms is way longer than the other, or one of your foot is a little bit longer than the other. It just happens. Nobody's perfect, my dear. So, okay, I think I like that. Right. I like it. It's cute. It's cute. Oh, and then this brush is an e.l.f. brush. It's just an angle brush. If you get, it says a must-have angled liner. So you see how the tip is? The tip is like at an angle. So that makes you glide it at an angle to where you're not trying to do it on a flat brush. Like this one is more flat. You see how it's like, you see how this one looks? It's just like round. The other one was like at an angle. So I don't know what this one is. This is a Revlon brush I had for years and I just kept the damn thing. So this brand, they will give you a concealer to go with your foundation. For them, they like to give you a concealer that's like one shade under. I don't even think it's one shade under, to tell you the truth. I think it's really 0.5 shade under your color of your foundation. But I like to use this to line up my eyebrows because I know some people, they like to make their eyebrows more pronounced. So they'll use a way lighter foundation underneath, foundation, I'm so sorry y'all. A way lighter concealer underneath their eyebrows. Like I said, to each their own. But you see how I put this under and it really doesn't look like, it has a subtle pop to it, but it's not like, hello, you know? Hello from the other side. No, I'm just joking. And then for this one, I usually do my top, but baby, my hair is covering that side. Why will I go all out? Oh my gosh, I remember back in the day when I used to get these bangs. Baby, I used to do my eyebrows underneath the bangs and you cannot see my eyebrows. Baby, I was stupid. When I say stupid, I was stupid. Anywho, so we line up the top. And y'all probably like, hold up, you don't even have foundation on. Why would you do this without the foundation? Because the color will be more pronounced. So if I put the foundation on, then it'll be like my skin tone on top of it and it won't be that pronounced. You remember I told you like they don't really, as you could tell, my skin from here, you really can't tell the difference. It's just like a little bit like of a hint of a difference of a skin tone. So that's why I said, if you like your eyebrows to be poke out more, then you could go ahead and go under like 2 shades of your skin tone color if you want to. And then I just glide this along the side. Some people use their fingers to melt it in. Sometimes for me, the brush just does perfectly fine. I don't have to really worry about it messing my eyebrows up like that. And sometimes I use my finger because the warmth of your hand will blend in the foundation or the concealer even better. I've seen people literally pump the foundation in their hand and rub it into their face like it's, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more, like it's a primer or a lotion that I don't like to do that because it gets into your hand, which then gets into your skin, I mean your clothes. My gosh, y'all. And then I just pull the rest of it going up. And I'm gonna show you why I pull the rest of it going up, because when I pat my foundation in, it won't be a break in the color because it's all gonna be blended in and patted in. I do this, but y'all really don't need to do this for the simple fact that all of this is gonna be a different concealer anyway. So now to the foundation. Mind you, you see how long it took me to do my eyebrows. So all of this in the primer done soaked into my skin. So now all I have to do, I just take 2 pumps of this because this is really, it's really, I wouldn't say thick. What's the word that I wanna use? Not thick, full coverage. That's what it is. It'll give you full coverage. So this brand is for people who have like really bad blemishes on their skin. Blemishes is this, like these dark spots. That's blemishes. So if you have that, then you can definitely use this. You remember I bought some new brushes from Ulta, and this one is the, oh my gosh, it just says M times Ariel. But this is a Murphy's brush. This person collaborated with Murphy, and this is A24, which is the foundation brush. So I just take my foundation, I pat it on, you see my hand, pat it, and then I just go ahead and I just pat it into my skin. I don't swipe. Some people swipe it. I just pat it because I feel like with the patting motion, it gets in there and it's no spaces left behind. And then I just continue to pat like this. I know you're probably like, girl, why the foundation is a little bit darker. The thing is, my skin tone, it's really hard to find foundation for my skin. Even Rihanna doesn't have, like, I have to buy 2 of Rihanna's foundation to mix and match my skin, which is crazy. But I've always had this problem. The only foundation that worked for me when I was younger, it was this company called Max Factor. I don't know if y'all remember Max Factor, but baby, Max Factor was sold in Walmart, and when I tell you it was the best foundation ever, long story short, the owner ended up dying. He gave the company, let me say allegedly, because you know people nowadays be trying to sue everybody and they damn mama on YouTube. So allegedly he gave it to, I think, his grandson, if I'm not mistaken, and he basically like drowned the company down, allegedly. So they no longer make Max Factor, but that was my, baby, that was my foundation. I love that damn foundation. And I just continue to pat. I put it all the way down here so I don't have like that mask-like effect. And one thing y'all gonna realize too, because y'all gonna say, oh, my foundation doesn't match my chest. Baby, your chest is the lightest part of your body. Like, you will never find, if it's up to you to match your chest to your face, baby, you're gonna have ghost face. It is what it is. You're just gonna have ghost face. Like you see right here, I just pat a little bit more into it. And I know some people be like, I know it's hard for the girls who have like really bad acne and stuff, but if you want your makeup to look flawless, I'm not gonna lie to you. I do something called derma peel, where you'll see a lot of girls do it too, but I was doing it way before it became like the fad thing to do. I would shave my face, and I'm not gonna lie, the hair is not gonna come back thick. It's not. It still comes back fine, but the makeup will absorb into your skin because it's not fighting the little hairs on your face like the peach fuzz. So I always shaved my face before all of this fad thing came with shaving face. I always did, especially like down my sideburns, like right here. As you can tell, they're coming back a little bit. So probably like this week, I'll just shave it back down again. Cause my hair, my sideburns reaches like right here. I'm not even gonna front to y'all. It gives Elvis. And I think y'all heard me say that a couple of times. This part is the part that you really have to like take your time and just pat. I know a lot of people be wanting to rush. But this part, you can't really rush on that part. So you see why I said there's a reason why I pulled it up. As you can tell, it just blends in simultaneously once you pat in the foundation. Okay. So we have that. And of course, y'all gonna be like, what in the hell? I spray my face again. Because I'm a sweater. Like, I sweat a lot. And that's why a lot of people like milk of magnesia, because it holds the foundation in a little bit better. To where if you are sweating, it's not gonna come through your makeup. Okay, now for concealer. I use two types of concealer. I use, as you can tell, this concealer compared to my skin is way off, like way off. And that's what you want. So I use, this one is, ooh, I think this is Giorgio Armani. Yeah, this is Armani. This is a number 4. And then you can go the cheap, well, it's not cheap. Let me not say cheap. Oh my God, that sounds so nasty. The affordable route. This is not affordable too, but you know what I mean. It's a little bit less than the Giorgio Armani. You could do NARS. I do NARS Praline, and it's Praline, and it's a medium number 3. That's what I use. And I take, and it comes with a brush tip, so that's good. And I just do it right here. I drag some to the corner of my nose also, and to my Cupid bow, or I think I'm saying that right. Right here, and then right here, and then right here also. And I'll put a little dab right here. And then back in the day, they had something called like the tree. Well, they'd be like, do the little tree on your forehead and then do the trunk of the tree going down. That's what the tree is, basically. So just do a little right here. Right here. Because we're gonna go back in with another concealer to top this one off. Okay, y'all? We're there, y'all. We're almost there. You take your beauty blender And some people like to wet it. I don't like to wet my beauty blender. I just like to spray it with my setting spray. I don't know. Like I said, to each their own. Other people wet it and like it damped. I just like it like a little with the setting spray. And then we just pat that in. This tip is made to get the corner. You see how I get the corner? Get the corner. And then you just tap it. You just tap it. You tap it. And then you tap it going upwards. Don't drag it down here. You just tap it going upwards. Okay? Tap, tap. And you tap it right here. And you tap. And you tap. When you see me pick it up, when you see me do like this, and I can go like this, I'm not dragging it. I'm really doing this. Okay? Because when you drag it, then you're smearing it. You don't want to smear it. You're going to just tap and lift, tap and lift, so it can stay exactly where you put it at. So what you do to this side, you do to the next side. Pat, pat, pat. You could extend this all the way up here too if you want to. I don't do it for the simple fact that another concealer is going to go there. So that's why I don't really, but you can. It's not a problem because it's going to be hitting, it's going to get hidden anyways by the other concealer that I put on. Because that's the one that I'm actually contouring. This is what I'm highlighting. I'm highlighting all my good features. Like I want to highlight my eyes. I want them to see my eyes from like the distance. I'm highlighting here because everybody's eyes is just going to gravitate to here and not to here. You get it? So that's what highlight and contouring is. You highlight the good in your face, you contour the bad in your face. Like, you can make yourself look like you got a Michael Jackson nose with this, like literally with makeup. Where people be like, did you get your nose done? And it's like, now baby, I snatched it with good old makeup, okay? So for me, here, I leave the same with the concealer that I put on. Here, in here, so wait a minute, sorry. Here, in here, I'm gonna leave that same concealer on because you remember I said, we highlight the good, we contour the bad. I don't wanna put more highlight right here because then it's gonna make my chin look longer. And baby, I don't wanna look like I got a moon face. I already have a moon face. I don't want that. What's that man name that has that night show? Not Anderson Cooper. Damn, I forgot his name. But baby, that chin is long and I'm not trying to be like that. Or like Natalie Nunn. No, baby. We're not doing that. So now I'm gonna take the Giorgio Armani. This is a number 4. This is, baby, this is, you're Caucasian at this point. Do you see this? This is, okay. You see this? Compare, yeah. Caucasian. But we want that because we want it to look really highlighted. I like that. And put a little bit right here. Because we're going to keep the bottom one just how it is. Okay? And now we go back again. Pat, pat, pat. But you see the difference? Do you see the difference? You see the pow factor? Yes, that's what we want, baby. That's what we want, baby. That's what we want. So that's why I put 2 concealer, because if I would put that underneath just the plain foundation, I would have to put it twice. And I don't want that. I want my base to be a little bit lighter. So when I do put it on, it accentuates it even more. You feel me? And pack just right there. So perfect. You see the difference of how my face already looks, and we're not even done yet. And then we just do the other side. And baby, I already got my battery ready right here. Just in case this camera wanna act up and be like dead battery, cause baby, I'm prepared now. And you just keep patting. Keep patting. Remember, you're patting and you're not swiping. You're patting and you're not swiping, because you don't want to swipe the makeup off. You're patting the makeup in. All right. Capiche? And then the remainder that's left on here, which is not gonna be much, you could just go back into here like this if you want to. Because it's really not gonna show that like how this is showing, okay? So we got that down pat already. This part is tricky. Some days I bake and some days I don't bake. Because the baking comes in with process. So this is Laura Mercier. This is in a color Translucent Honey. And the name is Laura, L-A-U-R-A, Mercier, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. M-E-R-C-I-E-R. Majority of my stuff, of my makeup, I get it from Sephora. Okay, Sephora's not cheap, y'all. A good amount of makeup for you to do your face is going to range you around $300 to $400. I'm not even gonna lie. Like this stick, like this is $36. This little thing, but it does last. I'm not even gonna lie. If you're a type of person, back in the day when I was in my 20s, I used to wear makeup all the time. If I'm going to Publix, I'm done up. If I'm going to Target, baby, I am done up. Baby, I was done up like, baby, I was gonna meet my husband in these stores. You feel me? Ain't meet not a damn thing. Somebody calling me, but I'm not even answering that phone because, baby, I don't got time for that. I could hear my phone vibrate. Anywho, so you see how I patted in? So I patted in here. Last, I'm gonna take like the remainder and pat it right here. Cause remember, I'm not trying to make my chin look super long. It's already long. Go. You feel me? Okay. And then we just do that. While that sit for a little while, baby, back in the day, people used to bake for like a good minute. Like a good minute. Then I go in with my Rihanna or my Fenty Beauty Truffle. Oh, not me putting my hand in your face. I hope this, for some reason it don't want to focus. So this is Truffle. Yeah, T-R-U-F-F-L-E. As you can tell, this is way darker than my skin tone. You see this? So when you want to contour or hide what you don't want people to see, you go really dark. So if you have a 5 head, you could turn it down to a 2 head. Talking about your forehead. And you just put some lines. Y'all don't go in depth with this, because I'm fair, this can easily make you look drag queenish. This right here, in a drop of a dime, you could look like a little drag queen, and I don't too much like that. So we just pat that. We just pat that on each side. Pat that going down like this too. Okay, and then some people will say to make a number 3, but it's to each your own. You could do the 3. It's literally a 3. If you look at it, it is a 3. But I like to lift it up just to make sure. So, okay. Then we take an angle brush. This is actually a blush brush, but I use it, as you can tell, it has like a little, it's a blush brush, but I don't use it for my blushes. I use it to contour my face. And you just pat that in going up. Because you remember our little tree that we made right here, we don't really want to bring that down like that. So, and this is why I don't use, this is why my makeup lasts a long time, because I don't need a lot. Some people put a lot on because they want that face like that face. My face is already, so when I do a lot of makeup, it goes and I look like a drag queen, baby. Ain't nobody trying to look like that, honey. You feel me? We not trying to look drag queenish. I like to look, if I wipe all of this off, you could be like, oh, she's so pretty still. And not wipe it off and be like, oh damn, who the hell is this person? You done did a magic trick on me. What the hell? You know? And I know y'all probably like, but for all that money, that thing better make me transfer into a whole nother person. It's cool to each your own. If you want to look like that, that's on you. But for me, I don't like to look like that. And that's why when I meet like guys on dates, and you know, a lot of guys, they go through your IG pictures and, oh, she real pretty, like, oh, let me take her out on a date, and they meet me in person, they be like, damn, you look even better in person. Yeah, because I don't drag my makeup like that. I try to make my makeup not change who I look like. So as you can tell, I'm patting this up. So when I meet right here, I could pat this too, so it comes in. And you're still doing that number 3. As you can tell, look, bum. Then back down here, bum. Oh, another thing, because my nose like to run. Your nose runs because when you're tapping here, you're tapping into your tear duct. So anything that's saved in your tear duct is draining down your nose and it's coming out. Don't be like, oh, I think I'm allergic to makeup. No, baby, you're tapping into your tear duct and that's what's causing you to have this run of nose. Or as you can tell, from time to time, I'll be like, and sometimes it's the powder from the baking powder too. Yeah. So we put the concealer on. Now to seal the concealer, I'm on like my second one of this, baby, and it's almost done. I need to buy another one. As you can tell, it's a whole hole in the middle. The Maybelline Fit Me New York. This is a 330. This is number 330. As you can tell, it's way darker than my skin. So for your highlight, you go way lighter than your skin. For your contour, you go way darker than your skin. So then I just take it, I twirl it in here. Some people like to pat off the excess. I could care less. And then I just go ahead and just take it and just pat it down into here. And pat it right here also. Some people like to take their baking powder, the Laura Mercier, and put a little strip right here. Baby, I'm not doing that because I'm gonna look drag queenish. So I'm gonna show y'all what I do. And then what you do to one side, you know, you do to the other, basically. Pat that like that into here. Okay, you see? Now we got this whole effect going on. And you just pat this into down here. Okay, now this is another thing that I like to do. I like to take any brush. I don't know what this is like. This is an e.l.f. brush. I think it's a flat brush, Don't quote me, y'all. I'm not an MUA. I don't know what these brushes are called, but I use whatever flatness or tip that it gives me to my advantage. And I take my MAC, what is this called? Studio Fix C6. You see this? Look at my skin tone. Way lighter than me. I don't like how this looks when you just, I'm gonna show you, when you brush it off. You see how it looks a little ghosty still? I don't like that. I don't like that. So I brush it off. You can brush it off, meaning swipe it like this, or you could pat it into your skin if you want to. Okay? So we got that down pat. Okay. But you see how everything just blends with everything else? Like, that's why I mean, if you wanted to pull this all the way out here, you could. But you see how it's giving me a lifted cheekbone? Like my cheekbones look like I got fillers in it, baby. There's no fillers. You feel me? This is what everybody be trying to fill in to give them that look. You see how that look? Okay. So we're gonna take this and we're gonna tone this down a little bit. You feel me? Just a little bit. So you just take the powder, you see? You take the powder and then you just pat it into it like this. You might not see the difference, but I see the difference when I take pictures. You see this compared to that? You see? It's just a little. You don't gotta do a lot, just a little. And you just pat. And you pat right here, just to tone it down a little bit. Just a little bit. Now, instead of me taking my baking powder that's way lighter than me, I take a little bit of this and I just swipe it right here like this. You see? It still gives me the same effect. It just doesn't give me that look, yeah? And we just do it right here. Oh, I don't think I told y'all this. So before I do my makeup, before I prime, I put chapstick on my lip. Like, any type of chapstick will work, just to coat your lips. I don't think I told y'all that, but I think I placed this here to tell y'all, and I forgot to tell y'all, because I brushed my teeth because I ate a salad and I'm going out. I'm a type person, when I'm going out around people that I'm going to be talking to frequently, what I've eaten for breakfast and for lunch might still be on my breath. I ain't say my breath is kicking because my breath never kicks. But it's just common courtesy just to brush your teeth in between, you know, breakfast and lunch. If you're going out to dinner. That's just me. That's just me. And then when I come home, I brush my teeth again. But that's just me. That's what I do for my teeth and my breath. But that's just me. Some people don't do that, but I do. Back to makeup. So y'all probably like, but you didn't do your nose. Y'all remember what I said. You could go from having a big nose to a real small Michael Jackson nose, playing around with this makeup stuff. So this is what I do for my nose. This was what I used to use, i.e. you see it says Sephora on here. This was a foundation brush and this was the contour brush if you wanna use that. But you could use any brush that has like this roundness tip to it. Oh my gosh, this thing does not want to focus. Like this round tip to it, you could use that too. So I just tap on what we contour and we just go up here all the way into your eyebrows. You probably like, this, why you going all the way to your eyebrows? Because it elongates it a little bit better. And then I just do the tip right here because you want to give your nose some kind of structure. You know what I mean? And then you just do the other side. Some people like to bridge it right here. I don't like to do that. They'll do like this. That ain't for me. Like I said, what's for one person might not be for you. Because my nose is already i.e. small. So why would I make it smaller? No, we're not doing that. So we got this down pat. It's up to you If you want to do eyeshadow, you could do eyeshadow. I'm not an eyeshadow person. I just like the top of my lid how it is like this. A lot of people think that I put eyeshadow on when I'm telling them no, that's just how my lids are. They're like, oh, that's cool. But sometimes I'll do like a brown to them, and I'll just, well, we could do it. Should I do it? You know when you ain't, jeez. So it didn't say my battery was dead, but it said that the camera was too hot. Child, it's always something with this camera. I don't know. I hope it don't do it again. So, like I said, let's get to doing a little bit of brown eyeshadow. The thing with eyeshadow, for you to make the eyeshadow pop, you have to put some concealer onto your eyes. It doesn't matter if you're doing brown. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You just have to put the concealer on your eye. This is where your finger will be your best friend to melt the product in. As you can tell, I'm just using my fingers. But for this reason is why a lot of people like to do their eyeshadow first, so they don't mess up their face. But because I'm not doing a lot of eyeshadow, I'm just doing a little bit of brown, because I don't want to go in depth with eyeshadow like that. Because remember what I told y'all, I'm not a MUA baby. And y'all have to practice. Practice makes perfect. Like, even if you're gonna go to lunch with your homegirl, get ready like an hour early so you could just practice on your face. That's how I learned, baby. I practice. There's some pictures, baby, when I show you, oh, Jesus. I don't know what I was thinking, drinking, smoking, thinking I was looking real cute when I was looking like, oh no. So round tip brush again. This one is A11. I'm just gonna take this one that's called Public Eye. It has like a little brownish look to it. Brownish, duh. But it has like a little brown red into it. And then you just go into a circular motion. But you see how like just that one little spot that I did is because of the concealer. It makes the shadow appear brighter. And then buying good eyeshadow too helps also. I know some people like LA colors. I think that's what they're called. But if the pigmentation is there, then you got it. There's another one that has like an African head on it. I forgot the name of that one. That one's nice too. So then we do that. And then you just window wipe it like back and forth like this. Like you're like a window wiper. You see? Just And that's all I'm gonna do. Well, I lie. I'm gonna do something else. I really like trick. So we just window wipe it. And I know some people have like a hooded eye where their top of their eyelid goes over, so they're unable to put eyeshadow on because it just won't show. And we just window wipe like this. Then we take another brush. It's like a little, is that this brush? No, it's this one. You see how this one's like a little bit more tapered? You see how it's like a little bit more tapered? I'm gonna take that brush into this Focus, but Exhibit looks nice too. Exhibit and Focus looks nice, but I think Focus looks better. As you can tell, I've been dipping into Focus a little minute. For a little minute. And we're just gonna put a little something right here. A little snoop-a-doop right here. I think that'll look cute. Just right there. I don't want to no further than that, baby. But you see what I mean when I say different brushes is used for different things. If you need like that tight corner, Oh, that's so cute and subtle. It's not like boom in your face. Put it a little bit on the bottom. Because I'm gonna line up my eye with something black. And then we're gonna go back with the other brush just to blend it out a little bit so it doesn't look so weird coming out. Okay, we got that. That's cute. Oh, now my battery about to die. I'm gonna let it die and then I'm gonna switch the battery out. And then we're gonna take our black eyeliner and trace a lid. And I just pulled this down like this and just line it. You see? Just like that. Just line it. Okay, so we do that. We're not done with the face yet. We're just playing with the eyes a little bit because you remember I said I didn't want to do eyeshadow, but I'm doing eyeshadow. Yeah, that's that indecisive Gemini in me again. And then I just take my lash glue. I like the lash glue with the little brush on the tip. I don't like the ones that you have to pour it from the nozzle because sometimes I feel like it pours out too big. I use Kiss with the aloe. This is the one that I use. And then I just take my strips. You remember I placed 2 strips together. You remember that's what I do. I take 2 strips and I put them together so they could be a little bit thicker. Do that. I like to bend them, let them dry. You could blow on them if you want to, but remember your mouth is very dirty, so I don't know if you want to really blow onto it to put it on top of your eyelid. And you just take your mascara. This helps your lashes to stay up. If you need to curl them, you could get a curler and curl it also. And y'all don't laugh at me. I don't have no more lashes because baby, I've been putting these lashes on since I was 18, honey. I'm surprised I even have these little 10 that I have right now. But I got enough to wink at a motherfucker, you know? Just a little bit, just a little something. Okay. So then you wait and you let this to get like a little on the tacky side. And then I'm gonna show y'all, a lot of people, I see people doing this wink thing but the lash is going underneath your eyelid. I don't think that's comfortable. So we're just gonna fan this out. Fan it, fan it, fan it. Yeah, it looks tacky enough. And then you just take it. You look at yourself as you're putting your lash. I don't know why people look down and think they're gonna put the lash on right. Baby, how you gonna see the lash? So you take your lash, you're looking at yourself. Look at yourself. Look at yourself. And yes, you have to hold your eyes open for a while. For all the people that like to blink, baby, I don't know what to tell you. You just gonna have to sit there and try not to blink. Okay. One lash secured. A wink-a-dunk, a wink-a-dink. Now we gotta secure the other lash. You remember I said I like to bend it because my eyelid is like an almond shape. Remember, look at yourself. Look at yourself to see where you are placing this lash. Don't look down. Why are you looking down? Is the lashes going to the bottom? No, look at yourself in the mirror. Like look so you can see where your lash is going. You see this? You see? It didn't even take me 2 seconds. When I be telling people it don't take me 2 seconds to put my lashes on, they be thinking I'm lying. Cause I'm like, you have to look at yourself. Don't look down, don't look to the left, don't look to the right. At yourself. Okay, we're almost there. So we got that on. Now we have to swipe some mascara to our bottom lash. Yes, because we don't want our lash to look like we don't got shit to the bottom. Like, come on, man. And to get your bottom lash, you gotta tilt your head down a little bit and just swipe down. Now y'all be real careful when y'all doing this, because there's been plenty of time where I will swipe the stick on top of my nose and baby, I'll be pissed because it be black. And you just do the same for here. Okay, you see? All right, we're still not done, y'all. We're gonna spur our face again. We still not done. Let me pop y'all up a little bit higher. Okay, yeah. Let me zoom y'all in a little bit. Perfect, okay. So now what we're gonna do now is we're gonna put some blush on. Baby, I used to hate blush. And now, ooh, excuse me, I love me some blush. So this, oh baby, I don't even know. What? Baby, I don't even know what this is. If y'all could read this, more power to you, because what is that? It looks, everywhere I try to flip it, I can't. Anywho, if you're gonna start into blush, I like, as you can tell, I'm not a pink person. I'm not like this. I'm more like this coral color. And you take, of course, a blush brush. This one is A21. And you see, and then you just, some people like to smile so they could see where the cheek is. You could do that. And you just top it off right here. Right, sure. And what you do to one side, of course, you do to the other. So what the blush does too, it kind of blends that highlighted area in the contour area also. Okay, so we got that. That's cute. Now we're gonna get our highlighter. I love this highlighter, as I can tell. I be eating this up, baby. And I like to take it, I could do it with this too. We could just brush some of the blush off. And I like to do this. I take it all, baby. I take the gold, I take the rose, I take it all. And then you just pat that right there like that. Give it a little shimmer, a little shimmer, you know? That's why when y'all be like, I just want a simple face with one shadow. Baby, did you see what we just went through? Y'all better give y'all little MUA's props, baby. This is not easy. So, and then I take the rest. I still dip it in there because I like it. And then I take the gold one, and with the tip of the brush, you see how I was like, then I'll do right here in the circle to give me like a little button nose. Boop. Boop. And then my Cupid bow, I'll hold that right here. Sometimes I dip my hand into it because I want it to show. See, I do this, and I go to the view spot. Do you see this? We gonna spray again. Y'all probably like, oh my God, this girl, what the hell? You just, yeah, because now we put blush in. We gotta have all this set. Hey? Are we a bad bitch or not? Okay. Okay. Now, let's line our lips. You remember I told y'all I'm doing red lip. So we're gonna line our lips. My lips already plumped, but if you want to get them to plump, there is neutral color plumpers to plump your lip up. Okay. Okay. And we just trace it just to give the definition. But you know, the thing is, Hourglass, oh, this is NARS. Is this NARS? Yeah, this is NARS. Oh, it doesn't have the color. Oh, Dragon Girl. It's called Velvet Matte Lips. This what I do too. I color it in with the liner. I also do that too. And just do that. Cause it gives your lip a base. And then you just take whatever lipstick you're gonna use. This one is so red and glossy. Let me see how it looks tonight. Cause other nights, I ain't really like fucking with it like that. It's not. Let me see what you're doing. It's not that bad tonight. You see, that's what I don't like about it. It be smudging. Ain't nobody got time for that. That damn thing be smudging, y'all. I'm trying to show y'all, hold on. But I like it because how the brush tip is. You see how the brush tip is? It allows you to really smooth it in how you really want it. But now, I feel like I should have just took my Ruby Roo and just, but the Ruby Roo be so matted. And there's this other lipstick that I love from ColourPop, but it's always sold out. It's called Cherry Blossom off of ColourPop. You see how it just, but then again, I am talking. Okay, I fixed it. It just smudges. This why, now I realize why I don't mess with this one. Because it smudges, like, see how it smudged in my corner? I don't like that. But it's a nice gloss to it though. I don't like how I make my little top lip right here look a little higher. Okay, y'all. So some people will finish this and take their powder, which this is my color powder. It's dark. Mind you, MAC at a point in time was making makeup for Caucasian people. So this dark is not really that dark. It's like my skin tone color. But it has like a hint of brown, like bronzer or glitter in it also. You could do this to top off your face if you want to. Where's my, I'm about to say, where the hell is my brush at? So you could just take this. I don't need to. I think I like my face how it is right here, like this now. I don't need to. Nah, I won't do it. But what you can do is you could take like a round brush and fluff your face out with, like, to set this, to set it all in. You could just do that. But I like how my face looks. I don't think I need it. I don't think I need it. And then you just spray one more time again. Yes, I know y'all tired of me spraying, but baby, we have to set this, okay? And you let it dry. and then you get dressed. And this is it, y'all. So I gave y'all all the products. I showed y'all all the little details I did. Oh, and one more thing, when you want to do with red lipstick, you have to do like a little lollipop effect. Like this, as you could tell, you see, around my finger. Because then it'll get on your teeth. And sometimes your friend don't tell you that you got lipstick on your teeth. You don't need to be that person's friend if they don't do that. But that's me, because baby, I'll be looking at my friend's teeth like, because if the next person try to talk to my friend, they ain't gonna be like, oh, that girl with something on her teeth. No, baby. When we go out, we all look out for each other. You feel me? So this is it, y'all. Y'all comment below and tell me if you like it. If you don't, tell me if you want to see something else, something different. But we're going to go out to eat, y'all. So this was like our in-depth, because everybody kept on asking me, I want the products. Y'all seen the products. Write them down. If y'all like my skin tone color, then you would preferably like all the lines that I did show y'all. If you're not my skin tone color, you can still use it as a reference for the products, but you get it in your skin tone color. And you remember, you go for your highlight, you go way left than your skin tone color, way lighter. And then for your contour, you go way darker than your skin tone color. And that will help you out tremendously. You remember what I used to do back in the day too? I used to go on YouTube and look at girls my skin tone color type and see what they do. And then I will mimic off of them until I find the right products that I found was suited for me. So you can do that too also. That's another tip. Like right now I'm on a I'm on a workout regimen, and I was going to the gym by myself. So I, on Instagram, will follow fit people who lift weights to see how they're lifting weights, to see how they're maneuvering and how their posture is when they're like lifting the weights, when they're doing their dumbbells and stuff. Like all of that can help you also in the makeup world. So if you're on IG, follow makeup gurus with your skin color. If you're on a YouTube channel, find a makeup guru with your skin color, so you see what kind of products they use, what kind of techniques works for them. Like I told y'all, I'm golden tone and my skin likes to oxidize. And you remember what I mean by oxidize? It makes the foundation turn red. The moment I step outside, my foundation looks red on my skin. And that goes for a lot of makeup. So you have to find makeup that does not oxidize. Those two foundations that I showed you again, which is Hourglass, and my red lip is from Hourglass also too. This red lip is Unreal Icon. That's what it's called, Unreal Icon. It's from Hourglass. The IL Maquillage is a online product based only. The only thing that you might find in stores is lipstick, a foundation, another foundation bottle went out, and I would not have time to order it online. That's how the makeup artist at Sephora told me, hey girl, you will love this product. And she was right. I still have not bought the bottle of this because this just makes my skin look flawless. I love it. I just love it. But you know, practice makes perfect. As you can tell, I'm not an eyeshadow guru. I cannot do eyeshadow. Birthday makeup, I always have an MUA do my Mel Revamp Me or Revamp Me by Mel. I'll leave her Instagram handle there too if you like to do your makeup for your birthday, anniversaries, date night. You know, she's really good. She be having alarm to get dressed so I don't be late going to Miami. So I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to your girl. And comment below. Tell me if you like this. If you don't, just, you know, let's chat, baby. Okay? Let's go.
Bye.